Over the next 90 days, I believe people are going to get filthy rich in crypto. And yes, that includes HBAR. That's part of my thesis. It's why I put over 6 figures into my HBAR position. But here's the catch. Everyone thinks it's going to be easy. You buy, you hold, it pumps, you retire. Reality check. That's not how this works. Crypto humbles you. It doesn't care about your dreams, your rent, or your motivational quotes. It rewards patience, not fantasy. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. Everyone wants the 90-day miracle. Nobody wants the 90-day grind. Let's be real. If getting rich in crypto were that easy, we'd all be on yachts sipping coconut mojitos while our bags moon. But here's the thing. This market doesn't hand out free yachts. It hands out lessons. Painful, humbling lessons. Crypto doesn't move on logic. It moves on narratives. And if you don't understand that, you're not an investor. You're target practice. Right now, the narrative engine is revving. We're entering that weird calm before the storm phase where people get bored, impatient, and start rage quitting their positions. That's usually exactly when the big money starts buying. Look at the data. The last all-time high to all-time high cycle took around 1,140 days. The last bottom to bottom was roughly 300 days apart. By that metric, we should be hitting a new all-time high right now, but we're not, and that's what's confusing people. They think, oh no, maybe it's different this time. You're damn right it's different, but not in the way you think. This cycle isn't just about Bitcoin dominance. It's about real-world adoption finally intersecting with regulatory green lights and institutional entry. That's what's going to lift the next wave. And that's why I'm betting big on Hedera. HBAR isn't just another hope and prayer coin. It's part of what I call the Make America Great Again crypto camp. Yeah, sounds wild, but hear me out. This is a US-based network with deep ties to American enterprise. Google, IBM, Boeing, Dell, Standard Bank, the kind of names that make regulators breathe easy and institutions write checks. So when the next rotation hits, where do you think the safe bets money flows? Into the project with memes or the one with trillion-dollar council members? But here's where people get it twisted. Adoption, price pump. Just because Google uses Hedera doesn't mean Larry Page is buying your bags. What adoption does mean is confidence, and confidence triggers speculation. And speculation, my friends, is the heartbeat of every bull run. So in the next 90 days, some people will get rich, but not because they got lucky. They'll get rich because they positioned early, held strong, and didn't flinch when everyone else got scared. But if you think that's all there is to it, oh, buckle up, because the real secret behind HBAR's potential, it's not just tech, it's how it's perceived. Stay with me. You're about to see why HBAR might just be the most misunderstood millionaire maker in crypto. Let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. Even if HBAR becomes the backbone of the digital economy, that doesn't automatically make you rich. There, I said it. Because guess what? Institutions don't care about your portfolio. They care about efficiency. They'll use Hedera for cross-border settlements, tokenization, and data integrity, not because they love the token, but because it works. Fast, secure, cheap. Each transaction on Hedera costs fractions of a penny. Fantastic for enterprises, terrible for moon boys. You could run $1 billion fund on this network and barely move the price chart. So why invest? Because perception drives reality. People buy what others believe in, not necessarily what they understand. That's where the narrative power comes in. Think of HBAR as the quiet genius in the back of the classroom. Doesn't talk much, doesn't dress flashy, but when the test hits, it scores 100%. That's what's about to happen in Q4 heading into Q1 2026. The Hedera Foundation is finally doing what the community begged for, funding ecosystem growth. Grants are flowing, tokenized assets are expanding. We've seen projects like Saucer Swap, Dovu, and Hella Swap quietly make massive traction. The pipeline is there. And if you've been paying attention, you'll notice something else. The ecosystem coins are heating up first. It's the same playbook every cycle. Before the mother coin moons, the smaller siblings get hyperactive. It's like watching sparks before a wildfire. Last month alone, HBAR ecosystem tokens saw double-digit breakouts. GIB, DOSA, HeliSwap all ran back-to-back mini rallies. That's liquidity testing the waters. Here's what usually follows. HBAR lags, then detonates. I call it the delayed detonation effect. It's when investors chase small caps, cash out, and rotate profits into the main asset, the anchor coin. And Hedera is that anchor. But don't expect overnight fireworks. This network moves with corporate rhythm, not crypto chaos. It's playing the long game. So while degens scream about 100x overnight, Hedera is building billion-dollar rails for governments and banks. You want real alpha? Watch for Q1 next year. That's when the upgraded Hedera ecosystem launches into full swing. The foundation's funding syncs with new token launches, and global adoption meets speculative greed. That's your recipe for millionaire season. And if you think I'm hyping it up, fine. Don't take my word for it. Take a look at HBAR's 300% gain year to date. That's not random noise. That's positioning before ignition. So while Twitter's arguing about meme coins and influencers are chasing AI hype, the real money is quietly parking itself in networks like Hedera. But we're not done yet. The final piece of the puzzle, it's not just about where you invest, it's about how you survive the storm. All right, let's kill the fairy tale. If you think you'll turn $20, 0 cents, into $1 million just because you watched a YouTube video, you're lost. Crypto doesn't owe you wealth, it offers you opportunity. And opportunity doesn't care if you're broke, tired, or manifesting. The people who become HBAR millionaires won't do it by gambling, they'll do it by understanding the cycle. They'll accumulate early, diversify smartly, and take profits like adults. You don't need to ape into every microcap that promises 100x. You need to master the art of stacking and surviving. When you look at the real crypto millionaires, the ones with portfolios north of $5, 0 cents, they didn't hit it from a meme token. They did it by stacking blue chips cycle after cycle, building conviction, learning the game, and compounding small wins. And that's exactly what this HBAR wave is. It's a game of cycles. You'll have ecosystem tokens popping first, foundation-backed projects drawing in headlines, and retail rushing in once mainstream coverage hits. You'll see FOMO explode. You'll see influencers call for $10, 0 cents, HBAR. Ignore it. Your goal isn't to chase noise. It's to ride momentum strategically. HBAR has real catalysts: enterprise adoption, regulatory safety, US positioning, and a maturing DeFi layer. But its biggest weapon? The narrative shift. When people realize that the crypto the banks are using isn't Ethereum or Solana, it's Hedera, that's when the crowd flips. That's when price meets narrative. That's when life-changing money moves. But here's the punchline. Most people will still miss it. Why? Because they'll sell early, panic late, or over-leverage. So if you truly want to be part of the 1% who make it, stop treating this like a get-rich scheme. Start treating it like a wealth vehicle. Keep accumulating, keep learning, and most importantly, stay patient when it's boring. That's when millionaires are minted. If you made it this far, drop 90 days left in the comments, because if you actually understand what's coming, you know how little time that really is. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get ready for what might be the last real crypto wealth wave of our generation. Because whether you believe it or not, it's already started.